was so close. So close! I had Endeavor right where I wanted him. And Shoto, too. They were in my grasp. I could see the terrified looks on their faces, and I loved it. Everything had finally come together. Everyone was going to know the truth about the Todoroki family. I would have finally had my revenge. I was so close! Ugh! But then those damn heroes had to hurt you. The rage I felt then was unlike any other. I easily would have ended them without a second thought for putting their hands on you. They're smart to not have hurt you badly. There's no telling what I would have done if you were seriously injured. Maybe I've grown too soft. Or I'm just too obsessed with you. What happened out there isn't your fault either. I wouldn't want to go through with my plan without you being safe by my side. I just thought I finally had a chance to enact my revenge once and for all. That was my reason to live for so long. Exposing the truth of what that bastard did. I wanted to face him not as Dabi, but as his son, Toya Todoroki. To look him in the eye as he realized the consequences of his actions had finally caught up to him. For him to know that I was his karma. That my revenge is for everything he put his family through. He can never be redeemed. I craved the sight of the last bit of hope leaving his lifeless eyes as I replicate the eternal inferno that awaits him at Hell's Gate. I envisioned for so long how I would pull it off. Everything had to be perfect, and the whole world would know what NG Todoroki was like outside of the public's eye. And his perfect legacy would be permanently tarnished, with no way for him to try and save face. And Shoto. Poor, helpless Shoto. The living representation of what my father wanted me to be. Every time I see him, it's a reminder of how I was tossed aside when a much more ideal kid came along. I knew all the work I had done was useless. I didn't matter as much as Shoto's potential. Seeing my father give Shoto the attention I so desperately craved, I wanted nothing more than to please him, and for him to be proud of me. I wasn't enough, and I would have never been enough. His selfish greed for a child that could turn into the next number one. To think all the tears I shed for a man that only truly cared about his reputation and legacy. And a family that couldn't save me from him. What a fucking disgrace. I especially hated both of them. Endeavor for putting pride above being a decent person. And Shoto for being everything he was looking for. I could only imagine the look on my father's face if I ruined everything he had accomplished with Shoto. To see his life consumed in flames. I want to burn it all down. I know you don't like it when I talk about Shoto like this, but it pisses me off to see him. To know that if I had been born with a quirk like his, my life could have gone so differently. But I'm stuck with one so self-destructive. I never had a chance at a normal life. Just wasn't in the cards for me. But Shoto, maybe he could be something great. If he escapes Endeavor's grip. And that pisses me off more. Don't give me that look. You always get so protective of him. You've never even met the kid. He's my father's pawn, yes. But he's a crucial part in my revenge. To destroy everything my father holds dear, no matter what it takes. Shoto is just collateral. An unfortunate step I have to take to reach my goal. Why do you keep telling me not to hurt him? I don't care about him. Because it should have been me. I was willing to do anything for my father. Even if it meant slowly killing myself. Why did Shoto have to show up and rip everything away? I wanted a dad who loved me. Who would do his best to support anything I did. Who would encourage me and help me become a hero. Why does Shoto get the father who's trying to change for the better? Where was that Endeavor when I needed him most? Innocent? Shoto being put through what I was? You've been keeping an eye on him for me. Shoto experiencing what I have. If Shoto didn't live up to Endeavor's expectations, he could be like me. I guess hating the old man is something we have in common. I know. The hate I've held on to for years isn't just going to disappear overnight. Shoto isn't the one to blame. It's all Endeavor's fault. Endeavor's fault. He can't take back the trauma he's inflicted on those he's supposed to love most. The damage is already done. Nobody forced him to act the way he did. That was all his own doing. No matter how much he tries to improve, he can never undo the past. Nothing ever will. I care about you. More than anything. So if you want me to leave Shoto out of it, I will. But my father gets no mercy. Which I'm not willing to budge on. Thank you for keeping my head on straight. As much as I want Endeavor to feel the pain of losing everything, Shoto doesn't deserve to pay for our father's mistakes. I love you, doll. You're the only one that really knows me. And you didn't leave, which is surprising to me. Are vengeful, brooding villains just your type? But seriously, ever since you joined the League, I felt something. Even if it took me forever to trust you, it's the best decision I ever made. I never thought I'd find love as a villain. I was so dead set on revenge that anything else was considered a distraction. But you really knew how to keep me captivated. You gave me reason to live. And I'll do anything to keep you happy.